Anish, great to see you here in Paris for the Freestyle Grand Slam. How has been your experience of visiting the tournament? And you were also in the broadcast, so how was the experience here?
Yeah, it's very, very beautiful, of course. I think probably it's sort of the most organized tournament ever. By all means, I've played like the most insane tournaments. I think one event sort of stood out was Amber tournament in Monaco for many, many years. I think in terms of organizational details, this one sort of tops that. In terms of just efforts put in, resources put in, it's really incredible. They're really trying that thing of investing everything and just like on everything and then seeing how far that goes, and that's always beautiful, right? You always want, like, every chess player also wants to do everything for their career, right? Like get the best coaching, spend the most time, learn the best openings, and then see how far you reach. And that's something this tournament also wants to do, and I think that's admirable. I would normally, like a chess player, expect it to be a chess tournament, but it's a freestyle chess tournament, so there's that. But we'll see if that works. It gives them some advantages for sure, because you have this knockout, 2 games. It's less likely that there'll be 2 draws, less likely there'll be theory. It's not likely to be theory. So there's you can always rely on the games to happen, because in regular chess, especially in the format when there's a lot of money at stake, you've got 2 classical games. For example, a great example of that is the Showdown in the US, like an amazing tournament as well in its own right. But it's a bit different, and then what you have there is that sometimes these matches start off timid. There's always a climax, there's always a winner, but the classical portion, very often players don't want to take risks because it doesn't make much sense. And here you have to. I remember there was a situation in qualifier where players both needed a draw to qualify in this event. I think it was Fabiano and Vincent maybe. Yeah, and I think one of them lost. I think Fabiano lost because they couldn't just make a draw. They both wanted, they couldn't. They just sort of had to play, and then they played, and one of them by move whatever 40 they already lost. So that's an advantage for sure. Of course, the disadvantage is that it's a different game, so it's just that. But I think it's really amazing to see the details. Even when I entered already, there's this thing which covers it covers reconstruction works. It is no, but it's just it's supposed to be an ugly thing covering it, but there is a printout of the players on it, which is the detail that's only very, very professional. I think when Notre Dame gets reconstructed, then they do that, But other than that, they don't really do these things. And it's really, really cool. And inside was amazing. The space they have, and the whole territory is huge. And it's not in the middle of nowhere. It's in Paris. I don't know how much that costs, to be honest. But also, the playing hall. There's so little games, but they are spread out so widely, and there's so much space. And there's everything, and every single thing is there. So it's really, really cool to see. And they've put in a great effort. And I hope the players enjoying it. I really hope they do.
Amazing. Talking about preparation, you have prepared all your life for games for top level chess, but recently we saw you preparing for Vidit's wedding. And if we have to analyze which one was the toughest to prepare for Vidit's wedding dance, or
no, I didn't prepare much. In normal chess, I know that you have to prepare in advance. Here, I just did some last-minute revisions, made a lot of terrible moves, but luckily Vidit's made the best move of his life, and that's what counts. So I'm really happy for him. It was a great celebration. I'm also looking forward to see him here without his crown, because there he was, so overwhelming, and want to see if he can still, what it's like to see them in a regular look. And I also had the thought that in some sense I'm intruding his honeymoon, in a way. And it's quite epic because many people are invited to the wedding, but not many get to crash the honeymoon. So I've got that going too.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Anish. We will see you soon in other tournaments. All the best.
Thank you.